Hello, I'm Dr. Margaret Ellis. For more than 25 years, I've been helping older adults stay strong, independent, and full of energy. And if there's one thing I've learned, it's that the way you start your morning can either support your health or quietly undermine it. Most people don't even realize it. They wake up, follow the same routine they've had for decades, and never suspect that some of those habits might be slowing them down, draining their energy, or even putting them at risk. In this video, I'm going to reveal a few of the most common morning mistakes I see in my patients over 60. If you recognize yourself in any of these, don't worry. With a few simple shifts, you can change the way you feel for the rest of the day. Stay with me because what I'm about to share might surprise you, and it could be the key to starting every morning stronger, steadier, and more alive. A single misstep, one careless action can trigger something serious about a fall, a sudden spike or drop in blood pressure, or, as in the man's case, a sudden fainting spell. Today, I want to share with you 7 common morning mistakes among people over 70. They're small actions that may seem harmless but can have a big impact on your health and well being. More than that, I'll show you how to avoid them. Don't worry, none of this requires drastic lifestyle changes. They're simple adjustments you can start tomorrow morning. Or, better yet, the next time you open your eyes. In fact, I invite you to stay with me until the end of this article. Mistake number 6, for example, is one of those that may seem trivial but can sap your energy, your mood, and even your zest for life. Oh, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, do it now. Your support helps me keep sharing practical, accessible, and effective tips for anyone who wants to age with more independence and a better quality of life. For those who don't know me yet, I'm Dr. Margaret Ellis. And if you're ready, let's start with the first item on our list. It may seem simple, but it can change everything. Mistake number 1. Ignoring the first minute of your day. Picture a normal morning. The sun is just starting to rise, the room is still quiet. You wake up slowly and, on impulse, swing your legs out of bed, stand up, and carry on with your day. But suddenly the room spins. You feel dizzy, your vision blurs, and for a moment it feels as if the floor disappears beneath you. Many people shrug it off, saying, "Oh, it was just a little dizziness." But it has a technical name: orthostatic hypotension. This occurs when blood pressure drops suddenly upon standing up, often after getting out of bed too quickly. It's not exactly a disease, but rather a sign that the body is taking longer to adjust to sudden movements. As we age, the circulatory system becomes less efficient, so this kind of dizziness becomes more common. When we're lying down, blood is more evenly distributed throughout the body. But when we stand, the heart has to act quickly to send enough blood to the brain. In younger people, this response is almost instantaneous. In older adults, there can be a slight delay, just enough to cause a fall. And we all know a fall can change everything. Days in the hospital, a cast, loss of mobility, dependence on others, and the constant fear that it might happen again. The good news is that this problem can be avoided with a very simple habit I call morning pause. You don't need medication, a doctor, or special equipment. All it takes is 1 minute of your attention each day. Instead of jumping up as soon as you open your eyes, take a deep breath. Take your time. Sit up slowly. Feel the mattress beneath you, place your feet on the floor, and wait for 30 seconds. That's it. Let your body catch up. If you like, gently move your ankles, rotate your wrists, and stretch your back. It's an act of respect for your body, a smooth transition between rest and action. It may seem lazy, but it's wisdom. And I speak from experience because I learned it the hard way. One day I jumped out of bed as usual and nearly fainted. That dizziness caught me by surprise, and it was frightening. After that scare, I decided to do something different. I started giving my body a moment to fully wake up, and the difference was immediate. No dizziness, no palpitations, just a steadier, calmer energy. Think about it. Getting up is like crossing a bridge. You can run across without looking where you step, or you can walk mindfully, paying attention to each step. The second option is safer and far better for you. So tomorrow morning, don't leap out of bed, take a pause. Don't. You'll feel more centered, clearer-minded, and start your day in balance instead of taking an immediate risk. Mistake number 2, forgetting water. The silent habit. Many ignore. After waking up, what's the next thing you do? Many people head straight to the kitchen, turn on the kettle, and prepare their coffee, already anticipating that first hot sip of the day. It's almost a ritual, isn't it? But at this point, something simple and essential is often overlooked: drinking water. Throughout the night, even while you sleep, your body is still working. Your heart keeps beating, your lungs keep breathing, your kidneys keep filtering, all silently but still using energy and losing fluids. We lose water through sweat, breathing, and even with the slightest movements while we sleep. And here's the curious thing: when you wake up, you're already dehydrated, even if you don't feel thirsty. After 70, the sense of thirst becomes weaker, almost imperceptible, and that's the problem. Your body still needs water, but you don't feel the urge to drink. For a long time, I thought, if I'm not thirsty, I must be fine. Big mistake. When I started keeping a glass of water by my bedside and drinking a few sips upon waking, the difference was remarkable. My mind felt clearer, my thinking sharper, and the morning grogginess disappeared. Drinking water after waking up gently kickstarts your metabolism, improves circulation, and activates your organs. It's especially helpful if you take medications early in the morning. Water helps your body absorb the pills and also protects your stomach and liver from potential irritation. And you know what? When you choose water as your first drink of the day, you're telling your body, I care about you. It's a simple yet powerful gesture, a reminder of self-care. If you want to add a little boost, put in a slice of lemon, a mint leaf, or even a drop of honey. But remember, the goal is not to overdo it. Just give your body what it needs most after hours without hydration. So the next time you reach for your coffee, take a quick pause. Drink your glass of water first. It's a small habit, but it makes a real difference. Mistake number 3, the ritual that seems harmless, but may be wearing down your body. Coffee. Just the smell of it wakes up the brain. For many, it's the official symbol of the morning: cozy, familiar, energizing. It's almost like a warm hug in liquid form. But there's something few people know. Coffee, though delicious, is very acidic and full of stimulants. And that can be a problem, especially for those who already suffer from high blood pressure, stomach sensitivity, or trouble sleeping. Mistake number 3, drinking coffee on an empty stomach. A common habit that could be silently sabotaging your health. Let's picture the situation. You wake up, catch that irresistible aroma of coffee, and without a second thought, you fill your cup and take the first sip. It seems harmless, right? But few realize what's happening inside the body at that moment. During the night, the stomach has gone hours without receiving anything. The digestive lining is more sensitive, hormone levels are still adjusting, and the body is only half awake. Then comes the coffee, acidic and stimulating, which triggers an increased release of gastric juices. The result? Heartburn, acidity, and stomach discomfort. And if you already have gastritis, acid reflux, or any digestive issues, it can get even worse. But coffee doesn't stop there. It also raises cortisol, the stress hormone. A bit of cortisol in the morning is natural and even necessary, but when it rises too much, you can start your day feeling tense, restless, and anxious, without even knowing why. Now the question is, do we really need to give up coffee altogether? Not at all. Coffee can be a pleasure as long as it's consumed properly. The solution: eat something light first. It could be a piece of fruit, a slice of bread, a handful of nuts, just enough to give your stomach a buffer and provide your body some support before the caffeine kicks in. That way, you can keep enjoying the flavor and stimulation of coffee without the discomfort. I've experienced this myself. I used to drink coffee on an empty stomach, thinking it only helped me wake up. But then I noticed I was becoming irritable, restless, and that my heart was racing. When I started having a banana or a cookie before breakfast, everything changed. I felt calmer, more focused, and the coffee tasted even better. Remember, your breakfast should give you energy, not put you on high alert. A small change in habit can transform your entire morning. Mistake number 4, ignoring your body's signals and starting the day at a rushed pace. As we age, we learn that how our morning begins affects the rest of the day. Yet it's still common to wake up and launch into a frantic rhythm, getting out of bed, heading straight to the kitchen, bending over to pick something up, lifting weights, twisting suddenly. But here's the problem. During sleep, the whole body enters a state of deep rest. Muscles relax, circulation slows, and joints remain still for hours. When you jump out of bed and start moving as if you're fully ready, you're forcing a system that hasn't completely woken up yet. Think of a car on a freezing morning. You wouldn't start the engine and immediately floor the gas, right? You wait for the engine to warm up first. The body works the same way, but it needs time, especially the spine, knees, and hips, which are delicate areas and may be stiff or sensitive, particularly if there's wear, arthritis, or inflammation. Sudden movements early in the morning, twisting your body, bending down quickly, or lifting heavy objects can cause minor injuries. Sometimes you don't even feel them at the moment, but over time, these small injuries accumulate, leading to pain, limitations, or even more serious issues. So, what should you do? Nothing complicated. You don't need a mat, a gym, or a fancy stretching routine. While still lying in bed, start slowly. Move your fingers and toes. Gently rotate your ankles. Stretch your arms and roll your shoulders. Slowly turn your head from side to side. Take a minute or two to wake up your whole body, part by part. It's like giving your joints and muscles a soft, good morning. This brief check in with your body is remarkably effective. You'll prevent injuries, reduce morning aches, and begin the day feeling more aware, more present, and much more energized. So when you get out of bed, do a small favor for yourself. Sit on the edge, take a deep breath, gently shrug your shoulders, and then calmly align your spine. This simple adjustment changes everything. You'll immediately notice your legs feel steadier and more prepared. I used to get up hastily and spend the rest of the morning listening to my knees complain at every step. But after adopting this mini warm up, my knees became more cooperative, as did my back. What's more, something interesting happens. Your mind wakes up too. By moving with intention and awareness, you send a clear message to your nervous system. We've got this under control. The day will start well, and that makes a huge difference. It's the beginning of a calm, organized, and centered day, not the kind of rush that leaves you dizzy even before brushing your teeth. So, tomorrow morning, give it a try. Before you rush to start your day, take a moment to check in with your body. It costs nothing and can save you a lot of headaches and back pain, too. Mistake number 5, waking up with a slouched body and a slouched mind. Have you ever noticed how you look when you wake up? Look at yourself in the mirror in the morning. You might see your shoulders rounded forward, your head bent, your spine curved. It may seem insignificant, but it affects how you breathe, how you feel, and even how you think. When you wake up slouched, your chest closes. This makes it harder for oxygen to enter. You breathe less and more shallowly. Then comes drowsiness, a feeling of fatigue, and sometimes even a slight sadness. It may not seem obvious, but posture and mood are much more connected than we realize. Want to see? Try to smile broadly with your shoulders completely slouched. Difficult, isn't it? The expression doesn't fit. The body and mind are not working together. Think about it. When the body contracts, the brain interprets it as a warning signal, a sign of insecurity. And that affects your mood, confidence, and energy. But you don't have to accept it as a rule. The advice is to start your day with a little alignment. While still in bed, stretch your arms and legs out as if someone were gently pulling you from your feet. Then sit up calmly, place both feet firmly on the floor, roll your shoulders back, keep your chin in a neutral position, and breathe. Take a deep breath in. Exhale slowly. In just 20 seconds, you send a clear message to your body. Today, we start with strength and balance. At first, it might feel strange. Your body is used to contracting. But over time, this new posture becomes your new normal. And the best part? You breathe better, see more clearly, and even your mood can shift. Seriously, your posture reflects what you feel inside. Stand tall, and you will feel stronger, more present, more yourself. If you let your body curl up, soon, thoughts of fatigue will appear. That your body is aging, that the day will be hard. It doesn't have to be that way. With just a few seconds of alignment, you transform your energy and your entire day. Mistake number 6, skipping foot engagement and losing balance. Have you ever seen an older adult get out of bed and stand still for a moment, as if testing their legs before taking the first step? It's not exaggeration, it's body wisdom. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you paid attention to your feet ankles, or calves right after waking up. The truth is, most of us wake up and do everything on autopilot, trusting our body will follow along. But after age 70, that autopilot starts to fail. Over time, muscles lose strength. The sensors in the feet, which contribute to balance, become less sensitive, and the brain begins to process this information more slowly. The result? The risk of tripping, falling, or losing balance increases, even without realizing it. The problem is that we only notice after something happens. A slip on the rug, a misstep in the kitchen, a fall that changes everything. But it doesn't have to come to that. Just a few seconds of attention in the morning is enough. As soon as you wake up, sit down. Place your feet on the floor and feel the surface. Move your toes. Slowly rotate your ankles. Tighten and relax your calves. It's like activating the sensors in your body. This simple activation helps your brain reconnect with your body. You feel more stable, more grounded, more present in your own body. I call it waking up with your feet, and it makes a difference. Many people think morning falls are caused by a poorly placed rug, a slippery floor, or sudden dizziness. And sometimes that's true, but most of the time, the real cause is something much subtler: years of neglecting the body. I realized it the day I woke up, and when I stood, I had the strange sensation that my legs didn't belong to me. I didn't feel pain, but it was as if my mind and body were in different time zones. I felt disconnected, like I needed a moment to resynchronize them. That's when my small morning practice was born, what I call foot awareness. Before walking around the house, I sit on the edge of the bed for 2 minutes. I like to rotate my ankles, flex my toes, and move my knees a little. Then I slowly stand, feeling my heels touch the floor, and pay attention. Where is my weight? Do I feel balanced? Am I stable? Sometimes I even close my eyes for a few seconds just to feel my center of gravity. It may seem like a simple, even silly gesture, but this small ritual has a huge impact. You strengthen the connection between your brain and your feet, give your body a moment of acknowledgement, and significantly reduce the risk of tripping or losing balance, especially in dangerous places like the bathroom or kitchen. It's like a quick checkup before hitting the road, only in this case, the car is your body, and the road is your whole day. These 2 minutes of mindful movement each day can preserve one of your most valuable qualities: your autonomy, your freedom to move with confidence. Mistake number 7: waking up in the dark and shutting down the body's energy. Have you ever opened your eyes in the morning and felt as if it was still night? The room was dark. The curtains were closed, and the darkness made you want to turn over and sleep for another hour. Well, that might actually be draining your energy before you even get out of bed. Morning light is one of the most important signals for our bodies. It acts like a natural alarm, telling the brain, hey, it's time to wake up. But when we wake up in a dark, stuffy environment, our internal clock gets out of sync. It's as if the body stays in nighttime mode, even with our eyes open. This biological clock, called the circadian rhythm, relies heavily on sunlight to stay regulated. And as we age, it becomes more sensitive and more prone to disruption. Without enough light in the morning, you may spend the whole day feeling drowsy, irritable, or low on energy. And by nighttime, your body may no longer know whether it's time to sleep or to stay awake. The good news is that there's a very simple and accessible solution for everyone: light. As soon as you wake up, open the windows and let natural light in. Even on cloudy days, outdoor light is far brighter than any indoor bulb. This exposure in the first few minutes of the day works like a reset button for your body. It stimulates serotonin, the feel-good hormone that by night is transformed into melatonin, which helps you sleep better. If you can, step out onto the balcony for a minute. Breathe in the morning air, let the light touch your face and skin. It's like taking a sip of coffee straight to your brain, only without the caffeine. And you know what's most beautiful about this? Those who adopted this habit told me the same thing. I feel more awake, more focused, more alive. The difference between waking up in a dark room and waking up in a bright room is huge. Light is like food for the brain, as essential as a glass of water, a light breakfast, or gentle movement upon waking. And this is where everything comes together. 7 mistakes, 7 opportunities. None of them requires big changes. They are small gestures, simple adjustments. but they add up because they shape how you start your day. And how you start can change everything: your body, your mind, your mood, your outlook. You don't need to become someone else or start a revolution. Just make peace with your body from the very beginning of the day. Respect its timing, listen to it. Pay attention to the details because at the end of the day, healthy aging isn't about avoiding aging. It's about walking alongside it.